So we've got the players of game one here, or round one, excuse me, Michael and Travis. Great games, guys. Very tense, very tight. We really enjoyed watching that one. It was a good time. Congratulations, Michael. You took them both. Let's start with game one, Blue Sun versus Kate. What a heater of a game. This deck you've brought, it seems like it's got a lot of options, a lot of flexibility. Talk us through the deck and some of the key moments in game one.
I mean, it's just everybody knows what I play. I play murder. I like to murder people.
Yes,
and
sir.
I think Blue Sun, just the ability to burst. You can search out the oversights now, be able to burst, make people afraid with all your money.
Yep.
Mid-season's localized product line. Just be able to guarantee you get yourself the combo, things like that. And then this morning I was just looking for influence, and I found this enforcing loyalty. I figured worst case scenario I could blow up a Plascrete or something. But
Yep.
in that game, Security Nexus turns off my curtain walls, can't do anything about it.
Right.
So I just tried to spin what we were both poor because he had that vamp and all that stuff I didn't see coming.
Right.
We were both really poor, but just figured I'd burn a couple turns to try to get rid of it.
Right.
And then that was, he was too afraid of curtain wall the rest of the game. I could just push out behind it.
Yeah, I think that was really the key back and forth in the game there, the vamp into enforcing loyalty. We were shocked at the tournament events there, both cards you might not expect out of those decks.
Right, yeah.
I think on your part, Travis, that must have been a real surprise coming out with the enforcing loyalty there. And as was noted on stream, unfortunately, a sacrificial construct on the board, that preventing the trash of the installed hardware didn't quite go off, and that put you on the back foot, I think, for the rest of the game.
Yeah, I mean, that's just player error right there, and not knowing the deck well. I mean, I've told some people I've never played this in real life, but
Sure.
we're gonna do it anyway because I think it's good against the field currently.
Yeah, and I think you really had a lot of power going into those moments. Before that, I think you're presenting a really strong threat between Magnum Opus, Beth Kilrang Chang giving you that fifth click, all the Security Nexus pieces into the vamp. I mean, what were you thinking up until that point? What was your game plan to get past Michael's threat there?
You know, to be honest, I didn't really have a plan constructed. I was kind of figuring out the deck as I went.
Sure.
But I knew Michael was he favors Scorched Earth, and
Right.
I knew I really had to be careful with the threat.
Yes.
There was one turn I drew so many cards I couldn't find everything I wanted in the right order,
Yeah.
and so I don't know if I put everything down correctly, but I think Michael played very, very carefully, very well, and he timed his windows perfectly.
Right. And
Yeah.
that allows you to eke out the win. The Atlas
Yeah.
train rolled all the way into the station.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty good feeling.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's perfect
Nice.
train. You don't even need sand for it.
That's right. So speaking of, let's roll on to game two. A really tight one there, Andromeda versus Soul. And I think we really did see the power of New Angeles Soul there. That targeted marketing was doing work throughout the game. I think it really changed the discourse in the game between your economies. Talk to us a little bit about this New Angeles Soul deck and your choices throughout the game of targeted marketing in particular.
Yeah, I've had a little bit of practice. I've had more practice CTM, but this one, I mean, I got to give a shout out to Josh, I guess. I don't know the guy personally. You know, I just know he critiques my plays, but
Nice.
he did have a good deck, and it shuts off all the avenues for Sec Test, Temujin, and everything.
Sure.
So as I'm building up, I don't want him out crediting me. So I named Temujin first, and once I get enough money, their second source is going to be Siphon. So
Right.
after everything's iced up, then I just targeted the Siphon.
Yep.
And I did networking just for fun because I knew you wanted to play.
Right.
No, I
mean,
think
I
that
had-
that was a good little moment there of targeting the networking at the right time, and I think you had some really great cards there, Michael, starting from turn one, getting really what you needed to see pretty early to
Yeah.
put you in a decent spot to just snipe those accesses at the right moment. Tell us about the progression of the game there. You got Rebirth at a good time. What were you thinking going into that 6-5 moments in the end of the game?
I mean, at the end of the game, I was worried. Like, I mean, the breaking news EOI could have
Sure.
pushed it back, and I just needed to do whatever I could. And
Yep.
he had I knew there was a data raven in front of HQ that he couldn't res, so I was just trying to get lucky there, build up enough money to push through the inside job through this big server.
Right.
And I was just I just had to assume everything was a point at that point.
Right.
I knew I couldn't get past that the R&D, that data hounds, 5 to break with mongoose.
It is a crazy piece of ice.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I knew I just hit his hand for some money and get enough to inside job into that server.
I was
all
so
I was trying to do.
So sad not to see Sweep Sweep at all that game.
Yeah, we were
so
both
sad.
so poor the whole game.
Right.
It was weird to
He
know.
was really battling for every credit there, and unfortunately, Michael just managed to grab the perfect agenda at every moment on HQ, and grabbed it.
That shows the power of Sensi. You know,
Oh, yeah.
You just clean up your hand. But
Right.
Anyway, good games.
Great games, guys. We had a lot of fun watching them. Best of luck for the rest of the finals tournament here. We hope to get you guys back on camera again soon. Thanks for watching Game 1. We had a great time. We are going to kick it back to round 2 starting soon. We're going to get pairings here. We're going to be back on camera in just a few minutes. So stick with us and stay tuned, and we'll be right back.